don't open up or anything. And yeah, that little button is the reset, not power. That's hiding all the way over at the bottom right corner, connecting directly to the 150-watt light-on power supply. And as indicated by that classy Pentium sticker, the corner computer initially came with a 100 MHz Pentium inside, but this machine has since been upgraded with a 200 MHz model instead. The heatsink and fan are from an 83 MHz Pentium overdrive, but yeah, the chip underneath is clocked at 200 here. The memory's been upgraded too, being brought up to what would have at the time been a more than substantial 64 megabytes of RAM. The hard drive too, which was 840 megabytes from the factory, but got swapped with a 1.6 gig ST3172A from Seagate. For sound, Packard Bell supplied an Aztec Sound Galaxy fax modem combo card, as they often did. And on there is a Crystal CS4231A and Aztec's AZT2316R, providing a 16-bit stereo DAC, Windows Sound System compliance, and ADPCM decompression with Sound Blaster Pro 2.0 compatibility, along with a Yamaha OPL3 chip, the YMF262M, which is a great thing to have for proper ad-lib sound in DOS games. And being a combo card, it also has an integrated 28.8K data fax modem right next to the audio jacks, 15-pin game port for connecting joysticks. As for video, the corner computer makes use of an integrated Cirrus Logic CLGD5440, a PCI-based chipset with a megabyte of video memory. But seeing as it only provides 2D, Billy wisely upgraded things with a Diamond Monster 3D card.
Diphtheria.
A delightful 3DFX 2.1 chipset with 4 megabytes of memory on board. Definitely gonna try some blind mode games here soon. And other than a 3COM Etherlink 10100 networking card, the rest of the I/O is all standard, with the 2D VGA output passing through the Voodoo card, a parallel printer port, 9-pin serial port, and PS2 ports for mouse and keyboard. Speaking of which, they follow the same frog design aesthetic as the case, with soft rippling waves.
That guy that just ran out the corner.
I've never been fond of this style of mouse though. It feels cheap and light, and those buttons feel like fondling a couple of potato chips. But the keyboard ain't half bad. It's based on the BTC 51 series, so it still uses rubber domes, nothing mechanical or clicky, but the MX mount sliders, springy rubber, and ABS keycaps are surprisingly decent. It also uses a non-ANSI layout with a smaller right shift and backslash beneath enter, par for the course with Packard Bell, and it's actually what I grew up with, so I'm used to it. Another peripheral the company made a big deal about was this remote control with an infrared serial receiver, which they claimed was a first in the industry. And that's questionable, but no matter what, it's pretty uncommon in 1995, with the press calling it the computer for the camera.
Damn it! Fuck!
And of course, it comes with those classic monitor side speakers bolted on, with a volume or treble knob and the right speaker, and a 3.5mm headphone jack so you can pump those ad-lib tunes directly into your ear holes. But I think I've about talked myself into a corner with all these features, so what's left to do but hook everything up, power it on, and get the full corner computer experience.
Well, that's good.
Those crunchy hard disk noises. That Seagate in here is amusingly loud drive. Windows 95. Of all the computer designs that I've used, this one's about the most Windows 95-ish. Just for that pure mid-90s, what the heck were they doing aesthetic? This corner computer is amazing to use just because of the way it looks, not because of the way it is actually used. Necessarily because, man, there are a bunch of annoyances, but there are drawbacks on an objective level, but on a subjective level, I think it's a great remind me of childhood, the kind of computers I grew up with. I remember Bell 95. I was familiar with them, having used them in, computer stores. They were always on display somewhere, especially places like Circuit City. Anyway, applications, though, this is another thing. Look at the bloat. So much stuff came with these